What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, we are back in Denmark. We got some more Americans here in Denmark. Like I said, I love Denmark. I got to visit one of my favorite places. Can't wait to go back. I was actually looking up tickets to go back, I went to Stockholm, but I was like, I wouldn't mind the train ride from Malmo, from Denmark to Malmo and being close to both, versus 4 hours. That was one of the longest train ride, my first train ride and my longest train ride ever. But I wouldn't mind the 25 minutes, 30 minutes, however long it took. It was very fast. Those trains are fast, but I would definitely not mind bouncing back and forth like that from Denmark to Sweden versus getting in a little deeper at Stockholm. But we here, Americans in Denmark, checking this out. Y'all hit that subscribe button. If you got some more videos, send them my way and I'll check them out. But let's see.
How do you say hi in Danish?
Hi.
I'm gonna be good at this. Oh look, it's the Danes' favorite place to shop.
7-Eleven, oh my goodness. She rage baiting.
It's like Texas barbecue, but with a different type of racism.
What?
Hey, do you mind if we run into 7-Eleven real fast? I'm like so
Not
excited to try some
7-Eleven.
of the local cuisine.
The only people I've seen working here are the baristas.
The baristas.
Man, can you believe they copied Disney like this?
So like, when does anyone actually work here?
Oh my goodness.
Dude, someone just asked me if Copenhagen's in Germany. It's in Denmark, the cool part of Sweden. Hey. Yeah, no, I'm on my way. I'm gonna need to stop at 7-Eleven though.
Not
Dude, why
7-Eleven.
is my bank?
Hey, I did go to a 7-Eleven. I'm not gonna lie. I was super thirsty, and I had to. It was right across from where I was staying at in Sweden. Now, when I was in Denmark, I went to other places, but I had to go to 7-Eleven because I was like, I need some water. It started getting hot. I don't know. The weather was real good. It was cool. I had a hoodie on and stuff. But then midday, it was like burning up, and I was dehydrated from all the walking.
Isn't it like 50 kronas per dollar?
So you're from Texas?
50 kroners per dollar.
There are three things I don't do anymore now that I'm a mom in Copenhagen. The first thing is that I just don't get pressed about things like birthday parties or holiday decorations. Pinterest
Okay.
moms aren't really a thing here. Holiday decor is traditionally quite simple, and for birthday parties, it's more than enough to get a cake man and call it a day.
A cake
The thing I no
man.
longer do is give my kids medicine at the first sign of a fever. Medical professionals
yeah.
here feel like it's not necessary, as a fever is the body's way of fighting an infection. If a fever or discomfort does get out of hand, we only have Panadol for children, which is basically the
Panadol?
equivalent to Tylenol.
Oh, okay.
Ibuprofen for children is only available.
And I feel the same way. That's what I usually try to do. I'll take medicine like once, but other than that, I'm doing different remedies and stuff like that because, I mean, if you read the cautions on all the medicine, it's going to affect your liver at some point. You keep taking. I know people that pop pills like crazy. It's like they're damaging your liver.
By prescription. And the third thing I have to acknowledge is such a huge privilege, but I no longer worry about my kids. I mean, of course, I have like concern and care for my children. They're the most important things to me in
Yeah.
the whole world. But because of things like the healthcare system, social services, and legislations, I truly have so little to be worried about, and I am so eternally grateful for that. If you're a parent who's moved to a different country, what are some ways your parenting has changed?
These are the things that I found interesting as an American living in Denmark. The 7-Elevens are so nice. They had so many options in there.
Not the
and the food was
7-Eleven
actually
again.
good. When people would walk around like hungover from the night before, or maybe they didn't even go to bed, 7-Eleven was the stop. Endless amount of carbs.
It seems like more Americans are obsessed with 7-Eleven. I'm the type, we have a few, but we have so many other big gas stations. If you heard of Buc-ee's, check out Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is like the Walmart of gas stations. They have everything in there. Buc-ee's, it's in Texas. I think all of Buc-ee's are in Texas. It's a Texas thing. I don't know, unless there's some in Florida or somewhere else. I know for sure. I got a Buc-ee's that's like 15 minutes from me. Buc-ee's is gas station heaven. So I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from Texas. 7-Eleven is not a big deal when you have Buc-ee's.
Many carbs all the time, but no fruit. If I walked into a cafe, I would have like 50 different pastry options, but I couldn't order fruit anywhere. I was desperate for fruit. You could get it in a grocery store, obviously, but it wasn't like an option at a cafe or a restaurant. Like fruit cups, not a thing. Playgrounds for the kid are all made of wood and they're so aesthetically pleasing. Getting food or drink and having it in the restaurant was more expensive than if you got it to go. They all eat liver spread on their toast in the morning, like you get it everywhere at every breakfast place.
What? An American lady, what? American lady come up to me, Coben asking for directions, which means she thought I was local Danish. I'm telling you, I heard when I was in the Danish airport, all I need to hear is some English. I'm like, let me follow them, because I got lost. I was in, I believe I flew to like Baltimore or somewhere. I flew somewhere up north, close to like New York and stuff. And, you know, still English. Once I stepped foot in Copenhagen, all English was gone. I was so lost. I was lost, guys. I was like, this didn't look like the videos I see. I'm like, they didn't start here where they got it. But I ended up hearing some English and I was on my way. Here come the Americans. Oh my goodness. That looked like me when I got to Sweden. Well, I had to walk a mile, I think.
Hugo?
The ego boost you get when someone asks you for directions when you're a tour.
I spent a year in Copenhagen, Denmark as an American high school student, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't done there. So I just bought my ticket back. And if you left somewhere that changed you and you know you're meant to go back, then this is your sign.
Uh-oh, that's my sign. Oh. Festivit. What is that? Is this like the Danish of a piñata? This is the Danish version of a piñata? Festiliving. Maybe I said that wrong. Festiliving. I don't know why I'm trying to pronounce that like that. I don't know. That's my first time seeing that. I'm gonna have to look more into that. I've never seen that one from Denmark. Forget you. Hold on, that went too fast. What in the world? Oh, this the same guy. Forget you from from the US that don't know what. Dang. Thanks for visiting Denmark.
Yes, who is it? Booga booga.
So that is why I am better than everyone in the world. Kiss my ass and suck my.
Hey, I'm telling you, this was me. I'm not gonna lie. This was me. When I first went to Europe, I got back here. I was telling everybody about it. I wouldn't say I was bragging, but I was like, yeah, man, when I went to Europe, certain conversations, yeah, man, when I was in Europe, that was definitely me. That was me. I was like, hey, I'm not cooler than you, but I might be cooler. Oh, my favorite places in Denmark. Well, some of those places I didn't go. American. Dang! What the heck are they stuffing in there?
You can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a
They must got souvenirs and stuff. Oh my goodness, there was so much stuff I wanted to take and couldn't because I just didn't have the room. The most I got is my plane ticket and water bottle still. I was like, I didn't bring an extra bag for that.
With 22 kilograms of baggage.
Oh my goodness, memories. I was here. Of course, when you got to find your gate, I remember this. I remember this area, these colors. I actually had to sit and wait for my plane ride probably about 2 or 3 hours. I was sitting for like 2 or 3 hours waiting. But I remember these colors. Man, I'm telling you, that airport is so very humbling. Very humbling. Yeah, I figured it out though.
Typical Danish life. Somebody's baby sleeping in there.
Chilling.
And the parents are inside the coffee shop.
They
Buying
just chilling.
things in Danish krone is so deadly. Every time I look at a number on the screen, it says, I don't know, 115. I don't know off the top of my head how much that is, but how much could it be? I'm basically just crossing my fingers and doing guesswork for every purchase that I'm making. It's like, yeah, sometimes I bring out my calculator and I look how much it is. Half the time I have to take out.
Most times I remember I was just waiting I'll swipe my card and be like, all right, let me see how much money it took. I'll just check my bank account.
And pay right on the spot. So, I mean, I'm buying what I'm buying. And then I'll walk away and I'll take out my calculator and I'll convert it and I'll be like, oh, okay. Or I'll be like, okay.
People
you
from
spend
the
enough
West,
money, you'll
you're
figure
here.
it out.
You've landed for your exciting hot European summer. You've truly appeared everywhere out of the blue over the past 3 weeks. And it's great. And we're so happy to have you here. And we really hope you're gonna have the best possible time. However, there's a tiny something I wanted to ask you. If you'd ever be so kind. On behalf of myself and all my fellow Europeans, would you mind readjusting your speaking volume from regular US to whisper US, especially if there is any European within a 3-meter radius, that is about
Not
9
3
feet,
meters.
because your regular talking volume is pretty much
It
shouting
can get loud,
here.
yeah.
And
Yeah, it can get loud. It can get loud.
Is the school grade system.
Danish
here.
schools.
So when I first came to Denmark, I remember being on layovers and I would see like kids partying in like white sailor caps on the back of
they do that in
trucks
Denmark too?
with loud music, and it was hype. I'm like, ooh, Denmark loud.
Okay, I'm familiar with this with Sweden. I didn't know Denmark does it. Maybe all Nordic does it. Oh, okay. I didn't know they did it in Denmark.
This is
I did not
that
know
white
Denmark.
cap ceremony. I'm not sure what it's called. If there's Danes on this, y'all could tell me.
Just
But it's
graduation,
their
huh?
celebration of finishing, I want to say the equivalent to high school. I believe after the white cap ceremony, they are able to go to university. But what surprised me was that what we're used to in the States with elementary school, middle school, then high school is technically not the same in Denmark. I believe you're only required to go to school up until age 15 or 16. I'm not positive.
What? Really?
But it's one of those ages. And then at that age, it's kind of like a fork in the road. You're able to choose to pursue higher education, which completing high school or whatever the equivalent is, or you can go to a technical trade school, which I think is dope because I feel like I should go to a trade school because I had all this student loan debt and I'm like, what wrong? So you know my fashion is out there, and I remember I made the mistake of wearing this hat around Christiania, around graduation time. So people were telling me, Tuluke, which means congratulations, because they thought my white cap was me finishing high school. And I didn't know if they thought I was in high school.
That's funny. Well, in Denmark, that look very... Dang,
Eating only Danish food for 24 hours in Aarhus, Denmark. For breakfast, we headed up to Grøl in the beautiful Latin quarter of Aarhus, where we had some traditional Danish-style porridge, which was a very solid start to my day. And after strolling around through the Latin quarter, we headed up to Bertha's Bakery to try some traditional Danish pastries. And these pastries were so good, but they were very, very sweet. After this, we walked to Den Gamleby, which is an open-air museum where they actually have a traditional Danish restaurant called Gæstgivergården, where we tried some traditional Danish smørbrød. Smørbrød is one of the most typical Danish things you can have. They're basically open sandwiches on rye bread, most of the time with fish, and I chose salmon and smoked mackerel. In my opinion, you can't come to Denmark without trying some smørbrød. For dinner, we headed up to Klokken, which is a traditional Danish restaurant, where as a starter, I had some chicken tartlet, which is basically the Danish version of a chicken pie. And as a main, I had the national dish of Denmark, stegt flæsk. This consists of crispy pork meat, potatoes, and some vegetables, and this is one of the most comforting foods I've ever eaten.
That looked good, actually.
Let me know in the comments what your favorite Danish dish is.
That looked actually good. I never seen that. I need to get more into and see more Danish foods and stuff, because it's been a minute. I tell you, I had one of the best hot dogs of my life in Denmark, and I'm a hot dog, chili dog type of guy, and it was so good. I was about to fight the birds for my hot dog. That's how good it was, because they were definitely surrounding me, like hoping I dropped some breadcrumbs or something. But no, this was good. I enjoyed this. Hope y'all did as well. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, send down those recommendations, and y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.